All right, we're back. How are we doing?
Hopefully things are better now. Hopefully.
Yeah, please let us know if we're still cutting in and out really bad.
Yeah.
Because we will fix it. So this unconventional shortbread, it's a lemon rosemary shortbread. And I was gonna say, I was about to tell Cookie, and then I was like, oh, I'll wait till we're back on the air. But we had a international. Maglara says lemon rosemary shortbread sounds good.
Well, we're only doing a half batch because I was afraid it sounded too risky and out there.
Yeah. Well, so at work we had this International Hummus Day celebration. I actually organized it as one of our wellness events. But in it, someone brought a lemon rosemary hummus, and it was really good. I was like, oh.
So maybe we should have done a full batch then?
No, I mean, I think it's good to be safe. I'm going to use a tablespoon, unless you think that's way too much.
I mean, I would have Googled what to do. Because the thing is, the recipe calls for a lemon zest, but all we had was lemon juice.
But we don't have lemon zest.
So, so I had said, usually you can find substitutions for things if you just Google, like, you know, I don't have Dijon mustard, or it's like,
yeah.
Some recipes call for dry mustard, but like I never have dry mustard.
Oh no, I don't have oregano. What else can I use?
Exactly, yeah. So I suggested that we just Google how much to use.
I didn't want to Google it. Maglaris has had lemon rosemary poppy seed muffins.
That sounds good.
Thought it sounded disgusting, but ended up being really, really good. Yeah, hopefully this shortbread turns out good.
I feel like the only time I've actually had rosemary was when I made that popcorn that had truffle oil.
Oh.
You didn't sample that one, but yeah, it had like rosemary, Parmesan cheese, and truffle oil in it. It was good. I don't know that like I still really know what rosemary tastes like, but I think I like it.
It's good. There's back at one of my favorite food establishments from Cornell, College Town Bagels. They have a bagel that's a rosemary salt bagel. And it was one of my friend's favorites.
Well, Zapper says that we're taller than the cabinets. We're giants. It's an optical illusion. We're not taller.
Just the angle.
I had to angle it back because we're too tall. Because before the tops of our heads were cut off.
Can't have that.
A little bit.
And Zapper says Cornell count 1. Did you say Cornell? I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, because I was talking about CTV.
College Town Bagels. Great place. I highly recommend if any of you are ever in Ithaca for any reason.
Or go to Moosewood. That restaurant's really good.
Yeah, they do all vegetarian stuff. Plus fish.
Yeah.
Pescatarian. McLary says rosemary, garlic, roasted potatoes are fantastic. It does sound really good. And I actually have potatoes at home. Maybe I should make that. Maybe I'll do that this weekend.
I have like nothing. As far as like I have all these baking ingredients, but I don't have like anything to eat because I got leftover pizza from our parents.
Oh yeah.
So I've been eating that the past couple days, but now I'm like all out.
Yesterday I made a batch of what's it called? It's a soup. Minestrone.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it is really good. I didn't ruin it with sardines.
Ogre says, "Yay, cooking stream!"
Yep, we're cooking. Okay, this dough is good. I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but it's well mixed. Yeah, so I think it's probably good. Oh, and this one you're supposed to cook in a bread pan? That's interesting.
Yeah, because most of them have you bake it in a cake pan.
A circular cake pan.
So, and then they have you cut it into wedges, but we're gonna do squares.
Yeah. No one will know the difference.
No.
Unless they, frequently make shortbread, which I suppose is possible. Yeah. Okay. Well, is that almost done?
Well, I've got to make it smooth till it's a paste. So what I've been making is, this is like a non-stick paste kind of thing that you put in the pans.
So instead of using like a Pam spray?
Yeah, because whenever I do anything, it always sticks. And so my first thought was like, oh, well, we can just use parchment paper today. But then I was like, I've been meaning to make this So we're trying it.
McGlaris has heard that the best potatoes have 1.5 to 1 pound ratio of 1.5 to 1 ratio of potatoes to butter, according to Chef Bourdain, but I usually reserve that much butter for Christmas recipes. That's a ton of butter.
That sounds accurate.
So 1.5 pounds of potatoes to 1 pound of butter.
I think that's accurate. I only say
that is insane.
When I was in France, I went
to this... butter?
I know.
That's 2 sticks of butter.
Because when I was in France, though, I went to this recipe that had this. I went to a restaurant. They had the most amazing mashed potatoes. Like, it was crazy, and they tasted so buttery. And then when I was at home, I tried to recreate them, and I think the problem was that I used unsalted butter because they weren't as good. It just tasted like a lot of butter.
Maybe you needed to add salt.
Maybe.
And Ogre says, who makes the yummiest cookies?
I
do. Chris Player says hi. Hi, Chris Player.
Hi, Chris Player. We're making some shortbread today.
Yeah, and McGlair says that's 4 sticks of butter. Well, 4 sticks is, a stick of butter is actually half a cup. So it's 2 sticks of butter for about, probably about 3 potatoes, which is crazy.
Shortening just isn't mixing.
Maybe you should
just like clumps.
Use a fork?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Get you one. But yeah, then we're ready to throw this one in the oven.
Well, no, is the oven preheated? I don't think it is yet. It's close.
Not yet. But we'll be just about ready.
Yeah.
Chris Player says, how's everyone? Oh, and glad to be here like always.
Yes.
There's
now
the
it's preheated. But we're not ready yet.
Yeah, we're doing good. We went home, went to our parents, not home, for this city is home.
Yes, for Mother's Day, we went to go see our parents.
It was actually a pretty big weekend because it was our mom's birthday on Saturday, Mother's Day on Sunday, our dad retired on Friday, and then I went to one of my sister-in-law's graduations on Sunday. So
yeah, that's an even busier weekend than mine.
Pretty busy weekend. And then when I got home, I had to make hummus for the hummus day. I made a chipotle hummus because I was out of red pepper and I didn't have time to roast a red pepper, so I decided to just do chipotle hummus. And I think it turned out pretty good.
It sounds good.
But I keep forgetting to bring it home. It's in the fridge at work.
Oh, well,
but at least it's not going bad.
Yeah.
And then Zapper has Chris with a couple faces. Chris Player is sad that I missed the last stream. Yeah. Oh yeah, we finally beat
Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Gosh, it took us forever, but you know what though, Chris? I was the one that beat the last boss, and then I also beat Ganon. It was sweet because I really was not pulling my weight the entire time.
But I will say I made it to the very end a couple times, and I only had to hit him maybe like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
So I was very close.
Yeah, that was so sad because like we were right there, and then we just died.
But that's okay. I'm glad that we struggled with the last boss because otherwise it might just be too easy.
Well, we already knew the game wasn't too easy for us because we had a lot of trouble on the way. Yeah.
I remember that happening the first time I played too.
Yeah. Okay, well I'm gonna say good enough on this. It's still a little bit like not totally smooth, but it's just to line the pan, so it doesn't have to really be great.
Let's use this. Does it say what size? No.
We're doing one of these.
Well, we'll use the smaller one.
We'll do the white one.
The bigger one.
Just in case it rises or something.
It shouldn't rise. It doesn't have any baking soda or baking powder in it.
That's true. Yeah, maybe we should do the smaller one.
So I think we might want to use this one for one of the bigger recipes.
Okay.
Do you want me to spread it?
No. I mean, I just washed my hands so that I could spread the goopy stuff.
Yeah. I do intend on trying a little piece of this dough. Also, this dough doesn't have any eggs in it, so it's perfectly safe to eat.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And Chris Player thinks that he's never seen a shortbread before. A shortbread cookie in general, or just shortbread being baked? So I've never made shortbread, but I've never made
shortbread. I've seen it be made on the Great British Baking Show. Oh. There's an episode that was all about shortbread. It was like one of the early seasons, they like toured around England instead of always going to the same palace kind of place. Yeah.
Okay.
It was really interesting, but they had a lot of little like things about the region, and so they would bake something local.
That's cool.
So it was shortbread that week.
Chris Player says in general, he's never seen
I see. Really? Hey, wait, Chris Player, okay, I've been meaning to ask you this because on your stream, you clearly have an accent, but for some reason I just assumed you were in California because your time is posted in Pacific time. So, where are you and what is your accent? Because I can't figure it out. Okay.
Here we go. I mean, I guess I could have made it so it was facing you guys, but
This is fine.
This is easier.
Anytime something goes not totally correctly, I always just keep saying, this is fine.
This is fine.
This is fine.
All right. There we go.
All right. So we're mushing it with a spoon. Do you think that's the way to do it, or do you think we do our hands?
It doesn't say. It just says to prick the dough with forks when you're when it's all spread out.
All right. Well, I'll get a couple forks.
This recipe is definitely interesting. I mean, we'll see how it compares to the other doughs, but it's kind of Play-Doh-y.
Okay, so Chris Player says that he is in California and everyone likes his accent. But what is your accent? I don't know what it is. I was gonna guess like Belgian or something.
I haven't heard him talk.
No, I think one time I had him on when you came over.
Oh, maybe.
And you couldn't figure it out either. I think we agreed European.
Yes, yes, we did.
But we don't know what kind. Not English. That's what we know.
Yes. Well.
So Chris says that they learned Spanish and English when they were a kid, and that really. So like, are your parents Spanish? Ogre says that any plans for next co-op game? So I don't know that we're gonna be doing a co-op game. I know our stream page says like that's what we're gonna focus on is co-op games, and we keep playing one-player games and just swapping who's playing.
It makes it really convenient for watching the chat.
It does.
Unless you want to stab it.
I got us both forks, so we can both stab it.
Okay.
Wait.
What?
I had read in one of the other recipes it said to do it in a diagonal pattern because it makes for an attractive cookie.
Oh. Well then, let me see if I can make that go away.
Alright, that's good enough.
Okay. Because we want attractive cookies.
That's right. Alright, so do you think go like diagonal the length of the pan?
Sure.
Do you go all the way down?
No.
Okay.
I'd go like,
Yeah, like part way down. Oh
So
my gosh, I
interesting.
totally went crooked. It's fine. No one will notice once we cut them.
and then I'm just gonna kind of go,
Okay, I like that.
maybe an inch apart.
Yeah.
Parallel lines. Oh, yours are definitely closer than mine, so that's okay.
I can space mine out more. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what I'm doing either. First time making shortbread. So exciting.
These are cute. Okay.
Hopefully it tastes okay.
Yeah. We'll find out.
Okay, so these go in the oven for a long time. 45 to 55 minutes.
Do you think we should do it shorter because our pan is smaller?
Yes. Try 40. But it says to keep an eye on it because you want it to feel firm to the touch and lightly golden around the edges. And it says you're supposed to let it cool in the pan for 20 minutes after it's done. That's why I thought we should start with this one.
I see. That's going to be tricky to keep an eye on the time for that. So one of the other recipes I wrote down, it has a 5-minute wait and then you stop. Is it good?
I think so. It's definitely different. The olive oil comes through.
Yeah.
Sorry, I ate all of it.
No, I can get a little bit more with the spoon because I was going to use my finger. I was like, that's kind of gross, so I won't.
Ogre says, reading chat, I think you mean eat popcorn.
I know, we haven't eaten
It is
in a
nice
while.
to have the popcorn too. Okay, so I'm gonna put this recipe that we just made over here.
That's interesting.
I know, we'll see how it turns out.
Yeah.
Which do you want to do next? This one?
Sure. Well, this one I think bakes longer Because this one bakes 35 to 40.
Oh, you're right.
Only like slightly longer.
Okay, so we need 2 cups of flour. Do you want to do it?
Sure.
Or do you want me to?
Are we doing it in that?
Actually, do you want to get the powdered sugar?
Sure.
Yes, we're doing it in the standing mixer. Oops.
Yeah, and we can kind of tidy things up a little bit here if you want.
Yeah, Zapper sure is just shaking his head.
Yeah, Zapper asked how Chris got 44 minutes and 42 seconds on Donkey Kong Country speed run. I actually saw Chris Players did another speed run for.
Wow, that's super fast.
I know. Did another speed run for Super Mario Odyssey, and he beat it. I think it was an hour and 27 minutes, which is like crazy. Cause yeah,
Do you have a spatula?
yes.
I don't know where anything is in this kitchen, so it's always kind of
Do you want
feel
like
helpless.
a little one or like a bigger one?
Bigger one.
Here, you can use my that looks perfect. My Slytherin one.
Ooh, Slytherin, Harry Potter. See? Where's the camera? Harry Potter. Slytherin.
Yeah, I talked to one of my coworkers today about Harry Potter because she's been reading it on her lunch breaks every day.
Oh, that's
But
awesome.
the thing is, I'm so socially awkward that I hadn't talked to her she's been there for at least like 3 months now. And I had never talked to her about
so
it.
she's new? Is she in the environmental group?
Well, she's like kind of one of the administrative assistants.
Okay.
So, but yeah, she's with all the environmental people. And so I asked her which book she was on. She's on book 3 now. She said it's her first time reading the books though, because she's like a big fan of the movies. I was like, what? And I asked her which movie was her favorite. She said the 4th one. And I was like, can I ask why? Because I was like, for someone who's never like read the books, I always wondered like how people like the movies and like which ones they would like best.
Yeah, which ones are actually you're able to follow.
So she said she likes the 4th one because she likes how the different schools come and stuff. And I was like, okay, I can see that.
But she doesn't say because she likes how their hair is all really long.
No. But I also, because she asked me which one was my favorite, because I said the 7th because, you know, I love the books. And I was like, but I hear people who hadn't read the books just thought it was a really boring movie. And I was like, but I thought it was really accurate. I like really liked it.
I thought too.
So,
nerds.
yeah, nerds.
What's SJR or SFR?
No idea.
I don't know what that means.
I
Is
don't
that
either.
for the Donkey Kong?
I don't know. Ogre says if you have a Nintendo Switch, try play the game Inside. It's amazing. Is it a co-op game or is it a single player game?
Yeah, see, I think we have it as co-op because when we first started streaming, we were playing Overcooked. And that's co-op. Oops. You need to get that sugar
I know,
out
how
because
much
we
sugar
cream
do you
it
need?
first. Half a cup plus 2 tablespoons.
I just throw it right in there?
Yep. Yeah, because it says to cream the butter and sugar. So I figured I'd get the butter softened and actually the tablespoon had oil or something in it, so don't use it.
Okay, well I've got another 2 tablespoons.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, and that should be good. The game Inside.
We should write that down.
I'm going to. Inside.
Because right now our current plan, I think, is to play Super Mario 64. Can you get me something to level this with?
I just used the 1/4 cup.
Okay, that's fine. Just so you know, I don't approve of this, but it's okay.
Okay, sorry.
I like to just get, you know, like a really nice long flat edge. Okay, so that and then 2 tablespoons?
Yeah. Ogre says it's single player and not too long, so you can probably finish it in a stream or 2. That sounds good.
That does sound
After
good.
as long as Zelda took us.
And we're still on Super Metroid, though. We gotta beat that first.
We are still on Super Metroid. Yeah, I was going to ask you earlier today if you had figured out where we were supposed to go.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good. So
Yeah,
at
you know,
least
see,
next time-
I had prepared.
At least next time we play, we'll know what we're doing.
Okay.
Well, I did not prepare, so that was why I thought I would ask you. Okay.
You know,
Flying flowers.
we also still have to play Ori and the Blind Forest because
What is that?
That's a game that our brother had recommended to us. And then I also saw Dad Tier play some of it, but I was like, oh no, I can't watch because I don't want to spoil it. But it looks really cute and it looks good.
What's it look like? Like what kind of gameplay?
I mean, I think it's kind of supposed to be like Super Metroid, where you're like exploring this world and like you get maybe new powers and you can do more things.
Okay. Oh, can you actually get us some wax paper or parchment paper, because we need to knead the dough.
Yeah.
I got butter on me. As weird as it sounds, I think butter could be a really good
moisturizer?
Yeah, or lotion.
It does.
Oops.
Hopefully we don't need that, but I don't hesitate to use that.
I don't think we do. And I hadn't put the flour in yet, because after you add the flour, you have to mix the dough by hand. Oh, I'm pretty sure. Add the flour and stir by hand. Yes.
Okay. Now what? Should I start greasing up another pan?
No, I would start measuring the flour.
How much do you need?
I know I was going to do it, but 2 cups. Okay. So this recipe is the one that I've tried from the girl who brought it to the cookie exchange. And I was
through
like,
her work.
Yeah, through work. And I was like, wow, that shortbread was amazing.
It only has 3 ingredients.
Yeah, that was
how
what I was
crazy.
gonna say next. So it only has butter, flour, and sugar in the recipe. So basically,
apparently that's all you need for shortbread.
As easy as you can get.
Should I just go ahead and add this?
Yeah. Which actually almost sounds like a overcooked recipe.
It does, yeah.
Just flour, butter, and sugar.
Oh, but I wanted to tell everyone that this Friday is Green Your Commute Day.
Is that this Friday?
It is this Friday.
Do you have a wooden spoon?
I do. It's in the same drawer where I had gotten the spatula.
No, that's the wrong drawer. Is that in here? Yes.
For Green Your Commute Day, you're supposed to either, bike, carpool, take a bus, train, whatever it takes to get to work. So I'm gonna be biking to work, but the thing is I don't like biking on the road, so I'm gonna be using like a bike trail, and then I'm gonna park my bike and then walk like the last half a mile to work.
Wow, you're so committed.
But the thing is, it's supposed to rain on Friday, so...
Oh no! I thought Friday was supposed to be good.
It's supposed to rain. So they said that you can do it on any other day this week. So I'm going to do it Thursday because it's supposed to be the nicest day this week.
I saw the...
No rain and high of like 55.
I saw the weekend was supposed to be nice.
Is it? I haven't looked at the weekend.
Yeah, I thought I saw it was going to be like 60s and sunny, no rain. I thought it was supposed to rain all day today. And so
it was like a misty, weird rain.
So I wore my rain jacket, I wore my rain boots, I brought my umbrella
Don't you feel kind of silly when you don't need any of that stuff?
My boss was teasing me because he's like, oh, I guess you didn't need any of that. And I'm like, well, I guess not.
But at least you had it.
I was all prepared. This
Friday is Green Your Commute Day. And then do you have a wooden spoon?
Yes.
Okay.
This is.
Does this recipe say what size pan to use?
It says 2 9-inch cake pans.
So we need to use both of our 8-inch ones, right?
Unless we wanted to cook like half of it now, half of it later.
That could be a good idea.
Just so we could then.
Yeah, we could just try to use one of them and then we'll see what's left.
Dough.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's ambitious doing 3 shortbreads on a Tuesday night.
Maybe. But I just hope they turn out good.
I hope so too. What temperature does that other one cook at?
I think it was 350.
Oh, darn it. They're all different?
What's this one?
300.
Darn.
And then the one in the oven now is 325?
Yeah.
Wow, this dough,
it's hard to mix up.
Well, it is, but it's very, still, I guess, very dry, crumbly, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I just need to work it a little longer and then it'll get absorbed into the butter.
Yeah.
And hopefully it is unsalted butter, because it didn't say.
We should add salt to it.
You think?
Yes.
But it's not in the recipe.
We should add salt to it. Apparently, this is what our pro baker sister says. She just said it this weekend. She said that if a recipe doesn't say if it's unsalted or salted, you're always supposed to assume it's salted. Or no, unsalted for baking. You're right. We shouldn't add butter. You're
Salt,
right.
you mean?
Yes, we should add salt.
Maybe we should add salt because...
No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't.
Okay.
As I was doing the quote, I realized that I was wrong. How embarrassing.
Because, I mean, I think, was it when I was watching Great British Baking Show? Maybe.
Someone forgot to add the salt and it turned out horrible.
No, I mean, they were just saying, like, in general, it's better for baking, it's better to use the unsalted butter because you can always add salt.
Yeah. Okay, there, this one's ready.
Okay, and this is almost there. Definitely really thick now.
All right.
Getting an arm workout. Who needs a gym when you can bake cookies?
I know. I went swimming today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I didn't swim very far because I keep wanting to sleep in, so I did. And so I only swam for like...
So you swim before work?
Yeah. But I have swam after work before, but then like the little kids come in, usually when I'm leaving, and it's just kind of like awkward.
Yeah. Little kids.
Because in the morning I have like the whole locker room to myself because no one else goes swimming besides old men. Let's see. What do we need?
So I stirred by hand, knead the dough a little to make sure it's well blended. Cut the dough in half and press each half into a 9-inch tin. Press with your hands until evenly flat. So I guess that's basically it.
Okay.
And then we bake 40 to 45 minutes. So the other recipe is 40 minutes or 35.
Yeah.
So much time.
Yeah.
And I did wash my hands before we started.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. I wasn't concerned. Should we only be doing half the dough since we're baking half the dough?
Well, first I'm gonna knead it.
I'm gonna just eat this giant piece of dough.
Go for it.
How is it? It's really sweet.
That's surprising because it doesn't have that much sugar compared to as much
It is
flour.
it's like a dry dough too.
Mm-hmm.
Like you eat it and now I'm really thirsty.
Oh.
Like it's just because it's got so much flour in it, I guess for yeah, because it's just the flour, butter, and powdered sugar. That's all this recipe is.
Then Zapper quoted the "Who needs to work out when you have cookies?" and I went swimming.
Yes, I went swimming.
I work out a lot usually.
She does. She's like a maniac.
But I didn't today because didn't have the time.
You know, I climbed the stairs today at work, as I usually do. And so then I saw one of the other environmental guys. He was also climbing the stairs, but I don't know if he was just going to see someone up on the 5th floor. I work on the 2nd floor, so the odds of that happening are very slim, or if he does climb the stairs also, because I've never seen evidence of him climbing the stairs before. So then I cut my stair climbing short because I got scared, so then I left. Scared as in like, I just avoid talking to people whenever I can, so I wasn't actually scared. He's a really nice guy. I also didn't want him to think I was weird because I climbed the stairs.
Well, if he's climbing the stairs,
I don't know if he's climbing the stairs. He might have been talking to someone up on the 5th floor.
I don't think he would think that you're weird.
Yeah. The whole theme for like this past weekend and stuff was just that our whole family is really socially awkward and we try to avoid conversation with people we know. That's kind of the way how it's gone.
Because it happened to her and our other sister when they went out doing shopping
For errands and stuff.
and
And then just happened to her yesterday.
no, today.
Today, it was today.
It was today. So that job that I interviewed for, I went to this like luncheon fundraiser today and he was there and I just awkwardly ignored him.
Well, she said that she looked over a couple times to see,
to like give him the chance
like,
to
because
say.
if he had looked over, then she could, smile
I'm
or
gonna make this thick.
I think that's fine because we got a lot here.
Because a 9x9 pan is bigger than a 9x9 circular cake.
Yeah,
pan.
I think that's fine.
Okay. But yeah, so I just awkwardly avoided him, and I told a couple of the people I was with, I'm like, oh, that's the person I interviewed with.
And you actually pointed him out, and then they all looked at the same time.
Well, that didn't happen.
So you're not supposed to do that.
The one girl was like, oh, do you remember that guy who worked at our company for a while? And she's like, his name was Rob, and then I'm like, oh, like this is his last name, and I'm like, and because he stopped working before I started. So like there was no overlap. But
yeah, so they're like, that's weird. How do you know his last name?
No, she didn't say that, but I just said I interviewed with him and I said no.
Yeah. Well, Sputnik asked if this is the new Zelda. No, it's not. We actually just beat Zelda last week, and
Link to the Past.
We were gonna play Super Metroid today to continue our progress on that one. But then there's a bake sale at work tomorrow, so I asked her if it was okay if we just bake things instead. So that's what we're doing.
And I said, of course.
Yeah, and Zapper quoted me saying, I just avoid talking to people whenever I can. Yes.
Yeah. We're just a socially awkward family. So.
Yeah. One of our uncles had said once that if you have a job where you don't have to talk to anyone during the whole day,
that's the perfect job.
That's the perfect job. You don't want to talk to anyone. I was even saying, one of my supervisors last Friday, she told me that, on my breaks, I should go talk to people instead of, she doesn't know I climb the stairs, I don't think. So I usually climb the stairs and then I go read a book. But she said, no, I should talk to people. And I was like, please no, not that. That's not what I said. That'd be
at least
weird.
you participate in things like bake sales and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
That's something.
Yeah.
But if I start working there, you might have to step up your game.
Oh, I know. It'd be weird.
I'm pretty social at work, so.
She is. I'm not.
Except, when I'm with people that I decline, then I'm awkward.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm.
Sputnik says that you guys rather make bread than return to that wall jump. No, we got that wall jump. Well, not on the left side, but.
Yeah, we got it on the right.
Yeah.
Okay, I think.
This one's ready now?
No, not quite, because we have to cut it.
You gotta poke it.
We actually have to cut it most of the way down.
Okay, I'll grab a knife.
Yeah. So I feel like I didn't do a great job spreading it out and making it even. So that's kind of...
yeah, what you're working on?
Yeah, I crimped the edges all night.
I saw that.
But, yeah, I don't know. And it's definitely going to be thicker than what...
I think that's fine. I kind of like a thicker shortbread.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Now, how big do you think we should cut these?
So it says, mark the dough into quarters, then eighths, and then sixteenths.
Okay.
And then you cut about the third of the way through the dough. And then with the fork, then you lightly prick each wedge 2 or 3 times near the edge of the dough.
Okay.
But yeah, so go down.
I feel like 16, they're going to be pretty small little squares.
Yeah, but it's shortbread, so it's pretty
normal.
dense.
Okay.
I'm really excited to try these.
Hopefully this is a third of the way down. It's hard to tell.
You might be going a little more than a third, but
that's okay. Well, I'll try to dial it back a little bit.
Okay. So I start the next dough because maybe we could throw this dough.
That's what I was
with
thinking
the other
too.
One. Okay. So you're gonna prick that when you're ready. So I will start the next one. Making cookies. Deb says lots of magnets on the fridge.
Yeah, there's a lot of Christmas cards from Christmas time, which was like 5 months ago. Yeah.
You don't think
Usually I leave them on until the next Christmas when I get the new Christmas cards from the same families.
Yeah. Usually from cousins.
It's like our cousins, yeah. We have a lot of cousins.
That's who I get my Christmas cards from. I guess we should have cut up this butter too. Hopefully it's going to be softened enough.
Oh, but these have to bake on different temperatures.
Yeah.
We could just do the happy medium.
Or maybe we could just bake this one longer.
Yeah, I think that'd be fine.
Put it in for like the same amount of time as that other one.
Oh!
What?
The last one we just did, because your coworker said that she might have put in some brown sugar too.
Did I say that?
The email that you forwarded me said that.
Oh. I guess I didn't even look at that.
That's okay. I'm sure
Too
it's
late
still
now.
good, but it said that it's supposed to add some depth of flavor or something. That's okay.
Well, if we make it again, we'll do that.
Because Emperor said it's time to throw out the things on the fridge. Yeah, but then it's kind of sad when it's all empty, so I'll leave it. Although I think, because I just got a new...
I put Kat's report cards up there.
Yeah, oh Kat. She bit me today. Ah, see? You can see she drew blood.
I can see that.
I was brushing her for too long and she got mad. That's what happens.
Didn't you girls have a third sister? She don't play video games?
She doesn't live here. She lives in Columbus. It's too far away.
Sputnik says that's a really interesting question. So, growing up, she was always the least interested in video games, but she still played.
Yeah.
Especially games like Mario Party and Super Smash Brothers. But we always...
she did play like Suikoden 3 though. She
almost
beat it.
But that's
she
the
also
thing.
played Kingdom Hearts 2 and almost beat it.
I know, and so
the first Kingdom Hearts, not the second.
That's the thing, because she would always get like right near the end and then just say like, I'm tired of this game.
Like she wouldn't even try the final battle, I don't think. She just stopped.
Yeah. So, but yeah, she doesn't live close enough to stream with us, so I mean, maybe if she's ever in town, she could be a guest.
Yeah, but our
guest streamer.
Our brother is moving to Buffalo though, and I guess he expressed interest in like coming onto the stream every so often.
Yeah, and actually also one of our cousins, he's coming to the area for work, and he came up a couple weeks ago, so he might be interested in joining the stream.
He might. He was actually like, because growing up he was always the one that was like so good at video games. Like our brother played them and stuff, but like he likes more strategy kind of things. Like he really likes Final Fantasy Tactics and well, Caesar 2 is a computer game, but you know,
but
still counts. Yeah, he likes more strategy things.
Oh, we need to blend up the oats.
Oh, I can do that.
He uses 1 cup of oats.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's all the powdered sugar we need.
Thanks.
Yeah, now we're done with powdered sugar, so that's cool.
And Deborah says, I bet she's a giant too. And yes, she is the oldest ogre. Narga says, it sounds like an abusive relationship. You don't need to rationalize her behavior. But yeah, she's, and Sputnik says that's a lot of butter, concerned. Yeah. Well, we're not going to be eating all of it.
No.
So, it's going to a bake sale. But yeah, she's a little shorter than us.
Yeah,
not by much.
Yeah, she's just a year and a half older than us, so it's not like she's like that much older of a sister.
Yeah, we're all pretty close in age. So it was pretty cool growing up because it was like I had 3 built-in friends.
How many oats do we need?
We need 1 cup. Oh, we only need 3/4 cup of powdered sugar?
Yep.
Well, I guess that's more than what the other recipe has. Well, I guess, yeah, compared to the butter, anyways. Sputnik says, who would you say is the coolest sister?
It was our oldest sister.
It was.
She's the coolest.
She always, you know, she had a lot of friends. She has the best hair.
Oh my gosh, her hair was lovely this weekend.
So yeah, she has the best hair. She had the perfect teeth.
Well, because she had braces.
Because she did have braces. We did not have braces, but, I mean, your teeth are still really good. Mine are, you know, okay.
Yours are like almost the same.
Yeah. I'll blame sucking on my fingers instead of my thumb when I was a kid. Deborah says, is she blonde or brunette? She is brunette.
She's a darker brunette than us, though.
Yeah, her hair is darker, and she actually dyed it purple briefly.
but it's back to a more normal color now.
Well, it's still bleached though, because they have to bleach it before they dye it.
Right.
So it's actually like pretty blonde right now, but I think
it's naturally darker than ours.
Yeah, it's naturally like a richer brown, whereas ours is like this weird, mousy kind of brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A light brown. Yeah, kind of like that. And Sputnik says, "What's this about teeth?" Well, I've always had a gap between mine, so I've never particularly liked that. So I always notice when people have nice teeth. So I'm always like, I wish my teeth looked like that. But, I mean, I guess what's nice about never having had braces is that, because I know a lot of people who've had braces, like their bottom teeth start to kind of go all crazy again.
Yeah.
Because, because no one actually uses their retainers. So yeah, so at least, my bottom teeth are still really good. Okay. Oats are ground. Combine oats with the remaining ingredients. I haven't put the rest of them in.
Yeah, never mind.
What?
It's fine. Everything's fine.
What were you saying? Now it's less than a cup of oats?
No, I said never mind. Maybe I should, hang on. Okay, so I have smoothies in these and I just rinse them out. I like hardly ever actually wash this thing with soap. I should redo this and wash this first. That's gross. We're selling this to people. I can't do that. I was hoping to just
Wait, don't bet. You could have saved it for like cookies you're making for yourself.
No, I was hoping to overlook it, but as I was trying to hide the fact, I was like, I can't do this.
Well, that's very ethical of you. And you're probably right. Probably is the right.
But I could have saved it
Right
for things
move.
I was going to make for myself, though. You're right. I was too hasty. Or even I could put it in my smoothies, because usually
Right.
I put oats in my smoothies anyways. So if it's already ground up, who cares?
Right.
Oh well.
Oops. Okay. It says a generous half teaspoon of salt. So there's that. All right. So now I just need the flour and then the oats, and then we are good to go.
Now, do you think, so I was debating about this earlier. So it says 1 cup of oats. Am I supposed to first blend it and then measure it, or am I supposed to measure it then blend it?
See, I was thinking about that because it does make a difference.
Yeah.
I think since it says 1 cup oats, I would measure the 1 cup of oats and then blend it. I think if it said 1 cup of of blended oats,
Yeah.
then I would do it the other way. But yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So this recipe it was shown as a traditional Scottish shortbread, and I saw that it called for oatmeal, and I love oatmeal, so I figured I would try it. Also, the recipe that this one comes from, I think it's an all recipe. Oh no, Arthur Flour.
Yes, Arthur Flour.
Or King Arthur Flour. So it says that oats are kind of like one of Scotland's grains, and so this is probably a somewhat authentic recipe.
All right.
So I was like, okay, I can get down with that. And I'm gonna blend, maybe I'll wait to blend it until you have the oats ready.
Okay, I'm almost ready. Let's try this again.
Yeah, and maybe all of this will fit in the same 9x9, or this other 9x9 pan, so that we don't have to, do a separate batch.
Yeah. I wonder, this recipe only has, the rosemary one only has 10 minutes left. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty exciting.
Okay. And actually, I should wash this thing too.
Oh, yeah.
I know. It's annoying, but...
Did you have a smoothie this morning?
No, because I took home pancakes from the pancake
Oh,
breakfast.
that's right.
So, and since I was lab swimming this morning, I toasted my pancake and then
I just carried it out and I was just munching on it like as I was driving. But it's not as good without the syrup.
Well, yeah.
By a long shot.
So our church that we went to growing up, it has this, we started doing them back when we were probably in 6th grade, a monthly pancake breakfast as a fundraiser. So like people donate money and, you know. So it was a fundraiser for the youth group.
So then they could go on trips and stuff.
Yeah, and so they still do this pancake breakfast even though there's
like no youth,
no youth in
and
the
the whole
church.
idea too, because we had a morning service and a late service, so it was also supposed to unite the two services because it was between the services. Now there's only one service, so it's like there's extra no point to it.
Right, and the church membership has gone down, and so I mean, there's just not as many people to eat all of the food, and I feel like we made the same amount of food as what we did back in the day.
Yeah,
so there's tons of food left over. But yeah, I mean, I haven't gone to church in ages.
I hadn't gone since Christmas.
Yeah, well, I went for Easter.
I was going to, except I went to visit our brother, and instead we watched Sabrina, which is all about worshiping the devil. So pretty much the opposite. But I didn't know what it was going to be about when I started watching it, so.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh, lemon juice goes in the fridge?
Yeah.
Alright. Oops, sorry. Alright. So I told Cookie, well she already knew, but my interview for the DOT is tomorrow, so big day. Sorry, that's okay. And Deborah says, woo, interview, yay. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, if it turns out I don't get it, that's fine, because I can just stay where I am. That's all good. All right.
We're in business.
But it would be kind of cool to get the job, too. Because then you get all those
benefits.
You get all those public holidays, and you get tons of vacation, and the good
you get
health
a pension when
care,
you
and the
retire.
pension,
Lots of good stuff.
all those good things.
Even though the job is boring. But
Yes,
that's okay.
but I know it's boring, so I'm prepared for it.
Yeah.
But when I was talking to my former supervisor, she was telling me about this new thing that they're pushing in like the safety group. Dapper says more money to send us cookies. Well, it's about the same amount of money. But anyway, so it's called an archer. Basically, it's very similar to a Michigan left, which means that when you get to an intersection, you can't always just go straight across because there's, you know, like a median. Because it's safer to make you turn right and then do a U-turn and then go like that.
Yes.
But yeah, she said that it's called like an R something, and so she said that like and she recommended I look at the federal highway safety group and see the things that they are recommending, because like roundabouts, you know, we all know those are safer.
Yeah. Zephyr says, who cares if it's boring if it brings the money?
That's right.
Well,
that's right.
But also, you don't want just the money because you also don't want to work long hours either.
Right, and
so it's not all about.
That's another pro of the DOT. You work your 40 hours and that's it. None of this unpaid overtime business.
Not even 40. It's a 37.5-hour work week.
How wonderful. So that's what's up.
Yeah.
So hopefully it goes well.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just about ready. We're gonna need that pan,
the big one, right?
greased up.
Yep.
So press dough into pan and score it into 16 wedges. Use a knife dipped in water between cuts. I don't know if we need to do that.
Yeah, I didn't do that for the last one because I had thought about that.
Yeah. Well, it didn't say anything about it, so.
Well, no, but I had written this one down, so Oh, but I never poked the last one with a fork.
You didn't poke it?
No. I just cut it because I forgot to poke it.
Oh, maybe.
But we didn't put it in the oven yet, so it doesn't
Right,
really
I was
matter.
thinking it was in the oven.
No,
So-
we definitely poked that first one.
Oh, I know we did. So I'll poke that while you're greasing that pan.
Hopefully this works. If this whole greasing thing doesn't work, this is gonna be a total nightmare to get these out.
Okay, where's the fork?
Those 2 forks are both used.
Okay, I'm gonna poke it. Maybe I'll diagonal poke. Since they look more attractive, right?
That's what one of the recipes said.
Hopefully I'm doing a good enough job poking. Poke, 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 poke.
You know, I watched, yesterday I watched the one piano player stream.
Oh yeah?
She was gonna be in a contest on this other person's stream. They do like a talent show contest and you get a prize.
Cool.
So she was on it, but she was really frustrated because she didn't know if, or like what time she was gonna be playing. So they told her like, you know, between these times, which was like a 5-hour window or something like that.
Wow.
And so she just had to be ready. Maybe it wasn't 5 hours. It was a long time though. So, and she had to wake up extra early because she's in Australia and the people hosting the stream were not in Australia. And so, so she was just kind of playing piano, waiting and waiting. And then she was like one of the last people to go on, but she ended up winning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so she won a
What'd she win?
She won a $500 Amazon gift card, and then she also won a $500 like studio recording dollars. So pretty much like however much recording she could do with $500.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, good for her. I mean, she's amazing. So
Yeah.
but I mean, $1,000. That's a pretty awesome prize.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, my piano playing is not going too well.
No, she hasn't been keeping up with her New Year's resolution.
Yeah. But that's really cool.
Yeah.
Wish I could be good at something. That's okay. All right.
Oh yeah, you did a spoon.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a spoon.
Here
The other one I use my fingers.
Oh, did you? Oh, this is a powdered sugar spoon anyways. Oops. But I also wanted to tell you, I've been watching more Marble Olympics.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's the 2019 Marble Olympics right now. My team, Team Galactic, they're doing pretty good. They're like in 3rd place right now. No, they were 3rd place yesterday, but the event I saw today, they did okay. I think they got 4th, so they might still be in 3rd. I don't know.
Okay.
It's going good. I still highly encourage you watch it because it's sweet. I love the marbles. I don't know if anyone out there watches the Marble Olympics too, but
How did you even find it?
it was just recommended to me on YouTube. And I was
Okay.
like, because we used to have like this marble work set where it was like, you know, a course that had all these different plastic parts that you could change it and stuff. And so then you'd have the marbles race. So just from watching it, so I was like, oh, I want to watch that one. So then I watched that one. And then ever since I saw that they've got these whole Marble Olympics, and I was really into it. So I still am.
I always hated that one. That was I always thought it looked like a bunch of grapes
Yes.
because it could really make or break your run.
Yeah. Well, it's really cool. You should watch it. The guy gets really into it. And there's some really cool events.
Okay. Well, maybe
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
I assume you haven't watched more Mushishi either?
No, I haven't.
Okay. I feel like it's just not easy enough for you to like access it, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's just that extra hurdle.
Because I had to do it through the PS4, which was just kind of annoying to get the browser up.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's, well, I guess this part's bugging me.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we press and score it into 16 wedges? See, I was actually looking at those pieces and thought they looked pretty big.
Okay, well, I think they, oh,
Take a look at it. How's it look?
I don't know.
Well, read the description. I think it's supposed to be like firm to the touch and lightly brown. Oh, it's
Surface feels firm.
Pokemon
to touch,
Snap music.
Lightly brown around the edges. It looks slightly brown around the edges. It's not like that firm to the touch though.
I think leave it in for another 5 then. So I think we put it in for less than the time, right?
We did because it's smaller. But yeah, like some of the dough came off like on my finger when I touched it.
Yeah.
So it's not ready yet.
Okay. Alright. I'm thinking I might cut this maybe into,
I think you can do the same size as the other ones. That's really small.
No, it's not. I mean, I was gonna do, and then cut it into 4 this way.
Okay, so they're little rectangles?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we do that with this one too?
It's too late.
Oh, I see. Yep, it's too late.
The other day, last Friday, I volunteered with Habitat for Humanity, and we were hanging drywall.
You said that was like in the bedroom or something? Or the first floor?
Yes, the first floor. We were doing the ceiling, so like we had a big lift and we were all working together, and it was kind of cool because when you were cutting the pieces of the drywall, you had to make sure that if there was a light or a light in the middle of the room, you had to cut a little hole for it. So you had to make sure your measurements were right and like make sure you're measuring from the right side.
Yeah.
But we did awesome. And we were doing a lot better than the other group. But our real...
How do you know? Were they 2 houses like side by side?
No, it's because our group was split into 2.
Okay.
And we got more done.
Okay.
But it was funny because they were telling us how there was a group of like 70-year-old women.
Yeah.
And they said, they're like, oh, it's just nice to have volunteers. It doesn't matter how good you are. And they said that the 70-year-old woman only got 1 or 2 of the sheets up. So we were like, okay, our goal is to beat these 70-year-old women. And we did by a long shot.
Yeah.
But it's nice that the 70-year-old women participated.
Yeah. So that was the other group?
No. No, the other group was a group of people from my work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a women's build, so we were all girls hanging all this drywall. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I've only done Habitat for Humanity once, and I liked it. I just haven't gotten around to doing it again. Because it's something where I'd rather not do it by myself.
Right.
Because you signed up through your work, and that's how I had done it before. I signed up through my work also.
Yeah, and it's a full day.
It is, yeah.
Because we were there from like 8 to 3.
Did they provide a lunch for you?
They did, but I guess they don't usually, but since ours was through the women's, like the special women's build thing, they provided lunch. But the lunch wasn't very good, so I kind of wish I don't know. I mean, it was nice to not have to pack anything.
I even remember, I think when I did it, they did also provide lunch, but I don't remember what it was.
The only other time I volunteered with Habitat was it was a Cornell alum event. And that one we had lunch too. That one was also not nearly as well organized because this time they were really good about telling us what we needed to do. Zabra says Cornell count too. That's right. Oh, this doesn't have you poke it?
I think we should probably poke it.
I think we should poke it. Do you think diagonal again?
Yeah. Should we do cross diagonal, or you think just one way?
I think just one way.
Okay.
But yeah, so this one, it was really nice because the Habitat volunteer was with us the whole time, like helping us with it, and yeah, there was just more direction. Because the other one, I felt like we were just kind of doing whatever. Just going rogue.
The one I did, we definitely had a lot of direction. I definitely am going too deep on these because I touched the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I didn't mean to.
That's okay. It'll close up, I think, when it cooks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Flip over your cookie.
I know. There.
All right. Hopefully those are done when the timer goes off, and then we can just throw these right in. Did you want to try a little of this dough?
Yes.
This is the oat dough.
Of course, I already threw my spoon in the sink.
You don't need a spoon. You can like this spatula or the beater, I suppose. Here, for you.
All of it?
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll just have this.
Well, there's this too.
I like this one. And the song too, because I only just know the
I
song.
I do like this song. It's from Final Fantasy IV, but like 2.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, I think this oat one's pretty good.
So, like, some of it's still coming off on my finger.
I think take it out. Is it light brown?
Yeah, like it's here.
I was actually expecting it to be a darker brown. No, I think it's done.
Okay.
Because it needs to cool.
You said for 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get these in.
So you want to cut the difference between the two and do 325?
Yeah. How long should I put it in for? I can do 20 to start, just let me know when to take this one out.
Okay. Yeah, I think this one's really good. Maybe we should have added salt to the other one, or used salted butter.
No, I think it's fine. I mean, this is what, this one told us to do salt.
I know, I just feel like we should have done salt on the other one.
Okay, so that one says 35 to 40 minutes, and this one was,
I thought I dropped some dough, but I don't see it.
40 to 45 minutes. Okay.
So that's at the 350 though.
Yeah.
And the 40 to 45 is for 300.
So we should do it shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that one might not be done. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, but I think this is a good one.
It's really good.
Yeah, too bad we don't have any other things to cook while we're waiting.
Yeah. You'll just have to watch us eat this dough.
How boring.
Mm-hmm. So we talked about that we could start playing Super Metroid while we're waiting for this to bake. But my husband seems to be really in the middle of some math thing over on where we usually play. So
Yeah.
I'll let him keep to that.
Yeah, math is pretty important for his job.
Well, that is his job.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause he's going for a PhD in math. He thinks he has 1 year after this year. It's always hard to be sure, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking the other day, I know a lot of people with PhDs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's our brother.
Mm-hmm.
My husband is going to get one, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
And then your friend from Cornell.
Yep, Cornell Count 3. And then my sister-in-law.
Oh!
She hasn't gotten it yet.
But yeah, she's right there.
Yeah, so I think that's it.
That's a lot.
But I was like, that's a lot of people with PhDs.
Mm-hmm.
Deborah says, have you played the game called Chubby Bunny? When
No.
you try to fit as many marshmallows into your mouth and still say that phrase.
Oh, like, I thought you meant like a video game.
That's what I thought at first, too.
No, I haven't. I can't fit very many, like, things in my mouth.
No, I haven't played that either.
But, you know, luckily I have no marshmallows, so we cannot play this game while we wait.
Oh, though, I was gonna, I heard about this game on the radio. It's called, it's a video game. What is it called? Like Thrifty? It's not Thrifty. Anyways, it's a game where you go through a grocery store.
And your goal is just to get the best deal.
And your goal is to buy cheap things. And it says you have to pass up on things like a chocolate fountain and like other fancy things. And you take things like a can of corn and bread, like things like that. And I don't know exactly how it works. I mean, like I said, I heard about it on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought, what an interesting sounding game. I don't know if it would be really any fun, but
Yeah.
they're like, oh, you can just play on your desktop, like, while you're at work, I guess.
Okay. There's
But I thought, well, could be worth checking out.
Oh, Argus said we can take over and stream Super Metroid if we want to. Or we can just keep talking and eating dough. Whatever you want to do.
Well, we're gonna have to put another
We're gonna
20.
have to kind of like micromanage these cookies.
Yeah, we might just have to like walk over here every so often to check on the cookies,
Yeah.
but we could do that.
Okay.
I don't know how moving everything will go. I guess we'll have to pause it
Yeah.
or stop temporarily. Stop eating this because I'm not really getting anything
This
out
is
of
good.
it. I know. I think that one might
I like
be
the
the winner.
dough. Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see when it's all done. And all said and done.
This is a good one, the King Arthur recipe. If you guys want a shortbread recipe, that's the one we're gonna be recommending right now.
Right now, if you just want to eat the dough,
This one's really good.
because like I said, no eggs.
Yeah, so it's
it's
totally safe.
safe to eat. So just have at it. I might just watch this real quick because it's,
Yeah.
you know, I'm already
Go for
halfway
it.
there.
Yeah. Oh, but I want to tell you, I've been playing more Captain Toad.
Oh yeah?
I finished the second book. Because so when you start the game, you have like one book and like it opens like a storybook, and then each time you beat a level, like you unlock a new page kind of thing.
Okay.
So finished the first one, and then we started the second book, finished that, and now we're in the third book. The thing is, the plot is always the same. There's this bird that kidnaps Toadette for the first book, and then your goal is to just get her back. And then in the second one, they just kidnap Toad, so you play as Toadette. And then now the third one, they kidnapped Toadette again. So, very simple plot, but it's a really cute game.
Oh, I was gonna tell you, because, you know, my husband was telling me about this tattoo idea he had.
Yeah. Did he tell you what it was?
He did tell me what it was.
What I said, do you like it?
Well, so he kind of lied because I swear I had mentioned Avatar before.
Okay, so it was about Avatar?
Yeah, so do you remember in the episode where Zuko was trying to redirect lightning?
Yes.
Iroh was telling him about the four elements and how they, you know, kind of
Live in
relate
harmony.
to each other. Yeah. So in that episode, he draws like a very, I guess, basic version of each symbol. So like his fire one is like 3 lines, and the middle one it has like a squiggle, and you know, so he thought those.
I see.
So either like getting all 4 or just getting 1.
But it's like, which one would you pick?
Well,
like,
so I was talking to him about that. I'm like, well, but then I was like, I said I would either pick fire or water.
Fire? I wouldn't pick fire.
Fire, because then you're never cold. I mean, I know Zuko gets cold when he goes up to the North Pole.
He does.
But he uses his fire to keep him warm.
I see. So, Zapper said that Captain Toad looks fun. It is fun. It's not like super difficult, but at the same time, I've been playing with my husband, and the game was like designed as a 1-player game, but then they like later released it as 2-player. So, it's definitely easier than it should be with the 2 of us playing. But I still enjoy it, even though it is a little bit easy. But sometimes it's really hard because they have like different challenges, like find the hidden golden mushroom or find this little sticker thing of Toad. And that makes it hard because you have to like go back and replay the level with like a new goal. So it's fun though and cute. Cass is here and he's asking how we are.
Oh, hi Cass.
We're good.
Doing good.
Yeah, we actually just finished putting our our last batch of shortbread in the oven. Our first batch is out. I'll actually bring it over here so you guys can see it.
Okay. Well, so it says once it cools for 20 minutes in the pan, then using a very sharp knife, you slice the shortbread into 8 even columns and 4 even rows. Cookies will roughly be 1 inch by 2
That's our
inches.
shortbread.
And then try to let them cool before using a small spatula to remove from the pan, or serve them directly from the pan. So basically we'll cut it, and then we'll let it cool some more.
Okay, sounds good.
Is what we're gonna do when the timer goes off.
So shortbread is actually a type of cookie. It's like a buttery, It's just a buttery cookie. Really, that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's like butter and flour, and that's about it.
It's kind of a plain cookie, kind of like a lady finger, I guess.
It's really good for dipping in things like hot chocolate or coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just a buttery cookie, and
it is pretty thick, but
yeah,
I think,
that's okay.
I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
If it's a little doughy, oh well.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, so we made 3 recipes, and 2 of them are in now, and this one is out. So
I totally forgot. What were we just talking about before I got distracted?
tattoos.
Oh, yes. So, because as far as that goes, I feel like I'd rather get like a White Lotus tie.
Well, so he mentioned the White Lotus too, that would be a cool one to do.
I've been watching Avatar. Did I tell you about that?
No.
So I'm already through season 1, because I told you I watched it with my friend from college when he was here.
Right.
So,
So you just started watching it?
Yeah, so we watched another episode today. We're in season 2. Still haven't met Toph yet.
Okay.
We just watched The Swamp, so it's coming up because Amy just saw the visions of Toph.
Yeah.
Toph is like one of the best characters. Of course, Iroh's my favorite, but Toph is a close second.
Cass wants a Metroid tattoo.
Oh. Of like Metroid, like, would you want like Samus as a person, or would you want like one of the like
one of the monsters?
A monster, like one of the statue things, you know, where you get your power-ups from.
Oh, that'd be
something
kind of
like
cool.
that. But that'd be cool.
Okay. Well, we can go over and start playing.
Yeah, we've got to move our cameras over, so our stream's gonna cut out for a couple minutes. So, but we'll be right back.
Yep. Hang tight.
Yep.